Hello, everyone, and I have a special guest. I told you I would have him here for you. He's on this cruise. John McAfee, how's it going? How's the cruise going, man?
First of all, I'm not really John McAfee. I'm his triple. He has a double, but his double exhausted himself. So, no, I'm having a great time. And this gentleman here, who I know well, a very fine person, and you should listen to what he says and what his guests say.
That's really kind of you, and I agree. The first time I met you was in 2015. I don't think I actually met you, but I heard you speaking from the stage in the Miami Bitcoin conference, yep. and I think I wasn't paying attention by that time of the day, and then I heard a deep rumbling voice, and it was very charismatic, and then you were talking about pornography and the internet, and immediately I was like, I have to listen to him, and I became kind of a fan, John. I'm not gonna lie. So I have some questions. I polled some people, and I figured I'd see what your responses are to their questions rather than my own, because that could last forever. So this is Crypto Luther King. He wants to know, can I ask you about the VPN space and the significance of network security in the coming years? How do you see decentralized networks playing a role in that?
Well, there will be nothing but decentralized networks. And in terms of security, security has to come down to the individual ultimately. We cannot protect you if you're unable to protect yourself. If you open your email that says, congratulations, A1773.3. Whatever, you have just won $1 million. Please click this link. Now, if you're stupid enough to click that link, we can't protect you. No one can protect you. You have to wake up and realize that the world is a dangerous place and that you play a part in that world.
Yeah, it's a great question. My mom fell for a Belgium scam. They told her that she won $1 million, and she went to Belgium. I was like 8 years old.
No.
And she loved her trip, though. She ended up moving to Europe. She had the best time. Unfortunately, the guy did not show up in the corner. Monkey Patcher wants to know about wallet security on mobile phones. What's your any concerns about that?
Okay, what are mobile phones? They're devices designed to spy on us, are they not? Now, not in any insidious way. They spy on us so that they want to know where we are, what we're buying, who our friends are, who we're talking to, and so on. Why? So that they can sell that information to marketers so that, you know, if I'm in Amsterdam and I've just visited a prostitute, they can say, here's free medical advice. All you do is click this link, okay? Yeah. If you're worried about having some sort of disease. That's fine. However, because it has that, then anybody can use those facilities. Mm-hmm. So if you have a wallet on a smartphone, they can go, I want to know where you are. Fine. Here's the link to it. All you do is connect here. I'd like to know what you're doing. I'd like to know what you bought. Oh, you bought something with your wallet. I see. Okay, wonderful. What's the address of that wallet? Oh, here it is. The next thing you know, your wallet is empty. Duh. No, smartphones are the last things in the world you want to put a wallet on. End of story.
What's the worst kind of hack that you've seen personally recently?
Well, the worst personally is my own. I was using the Ethernet free wallet. I mean, the Ethereum free wallet. Okay, I lost $40,000 last year, not realizing how stupid I was. That if you give anybody a single Ethereum or take a single Ethereum, they have your wallet address. They can look to see how much you have in it. Okay, what your transactions look like. Yeah. And it is so easy, by the way, to hack the Ethereum free wallet. Please, God, people never use that wallet. It has zero security, okay? So I learned that the hard way. For me, that's the worst. Now, it's not the worst because there are people who have lost millions of dollars, all right? So you need to take wallets extremely seriously. If you have them on a smartphone, please, God, only put a little bit of money in them and realize that it is at risk from being hacked by anybody in the world.
Yeah, good point. And you know what? Since you're only the triplet, right? I mean, but still, between the three of you guys, three John McAfees that exist in this world, I'm sure you have to sleep somewhat. So what role does sleep play in your life? Do you do a lot of it, a little bit? Do you need a lot?
2 to 3 hours a night. And for the past 10 years, that's all I get. And my security here can verify that. Why? Because I'm up all night long, suspecting everybody of everything. So,
That's fair. Someone wants to know, how do you uninstall McAfee antivirus?
yeah, I've forgotten how, but if you go onto YouTube and type in how to uninstall McAfee, it will point you to the right video. It's a great technical video for how to uninstall. A very simple procedure, although I can't remember it. Check it out.
That's fair. That's fair. What's your perspective on Bitcoin Cash and the future of Bitcoin after the whole scaling debate?
I could give a shit whether it's Bitcoin or Bitcoin Cash. I'm serious. Why? Because it's totally inconsequential. We're talking about issues of monumental proportion, how the blockchain is going to change our lives, potentially, if we do the right thing. And people are out here pointing at Roger Ver going, wow, Bitcoin Cash is evil. You're the left hand of Satan. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
You don't like Bitcoin Cash? Don't use it. You don't like Bitcoin? Don't use it. You don't like Ethereum? Use Monero. Christ almighty, we have so many options. Stop arguing. We have real enemies here. The banks, the governments, the financial institutions. And we're arguing amongst ourselves. Please, God, stop, people. Stop.
Oh my God, that was a breath of fresh air. Thank you so much for that. Absolutely true. Okay, so what's going on with Bangkok hookers? I mean, shout out to Danny at the crypto show. He said to ask you. I felt rude. He wants to know.
Okay, anybody who's been to Bangkok and spent any time, especially men, and I hate to be sexist here, although women have your opportunities as well. Any man who's been to Bangkok and spent any time and who succumbs to the lure of Patpong, which is the dark side of Bangkok, okay? And you go to these bars and the most beautiful women in the world are there, and they come up to your table and they love you and they'll go home for you for $5. And you take them home, and suddenly a member pops out that shouldn't be there. Well, that's embarrassing, okay? Difficult to deal with. And here's the problem. How can you tell? It's hard, because the Bangkok ladyboys, that is the men who dress up as women, are way more beautiful than women, and they are way more feminine than women. So how do you choose? After years and years of visiting Bangkok, I finally came to the solution. You're sitting down at a bar. A woman comes up. The first thing you say is, "Oh, I am sorry. I was looking for a lady boy."
Yeah.
If she walks away, say, "No, come back." If she says, "Oh, baby, you're in luck tonight," you can say, "I'm sorry, mistake." You have your answer, okay?
That's a really good point. I had a buddy in high school. His name was Renee. Sorry, Renee. I don't talk to him anymore. But he said, somebody asked him, "What do you do if you ever like pick up a prostitute, Renee, and you open it, it's a member there?" And he said, "I'll just flip her over and use the other side."
And that's fine. And by the way, some of you want to find out the ladyboys so that you can go home with them. That's cool. I don't care. But the only way to do it is, I believe, what I just suggested. I'm sorry, lady, I'm only looking for ladyboys. If they walk away, you don't have one. If they say, aha, you have one.
Words of wisdom, John. Let me see here. Okay, so you did some mining. I know you were doing the dam that you had bought, and you were trying to get to petahashes of mining power for Bitcoin. Are you still mining? Is that something you're still interested in?
No, mining is the most boring job in the world. No, seriously, there are only 4 variables to mining: temperature, cost of electricity, hash rate, and difficulty rate. That's it. Good God almighty, what combinations can you have? After 2 days, you're going, I'm bored shitless. Now, we had one of the largest mining operators. It was 6,000 Bitmain S9 miners. That's a lot of miners. Great. We were making a ton of money.
Yeah.
But who cares? It's boring.
Yeah.
So after a year and a half, I said, I'm leaving. I can't do this anymore. End of story.
Yeah, my one rig killed me. I can't imagine fixing 9,000 of them and smashing your head in when the tech doesn't work with you. Yeah, 6,000. Okay, just to wrap up here. So, ketchup or Tabasco?
What?
I don't know.
Tabasco.
Tabasco. And lastly, where do you see the crypto market heading in the next 36 months? And what kind of seasoning do you expect to use on your sausage?
There will be no seasoning, because there will be no eating, because I cannot lose this proposition. Please, God, will you look at one variable that everybody is ignoring? we are going to have distributed exchanges very fucking soon. When distributed exchanges comes, what happens? We are totally free of government regulation, government control, financial control, bank control. They are fucking powerless. At that point, what will Bitcoin do? It's going to burst from the earth in its full flowering. I promise you.
Thank you so much, John, for your time. I know this is the last interview. You've done like 5,000 today. Yes.
You promise.
I promise. And we hit just 10 minutes. So.
This is my 11th interview since noon, and it is now only 6. So.
Thanks, John. And I hope to see you at karaoke at 10:15 because we got to hear that sweet, smooth voice. Okay, we'll catch you singing another time.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.